Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and today I'm going to be having a look at the newly announced BlackBerry PlayBook. Obviously a big competitor for the Apple iPad, but I just wanted to share with you my views. I've been looking around the BlackBerry website that's got details about the new PlayBook, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts on this device, whether I think it's going to be a competitor for the iPad. Now, on first looks, when you look at the screen I'm looking at now, it looks like a very nice device. It's got a touch screen on the front, obviously, does multitasking, front facing and rear facing camera, some really nice features in there. Now before I run down the specs on this, I just want to tell you that I've watched a video that BlackBerry have created for the PlayPad, and it's really quite good, and it's obviously having a few digs at Apple in the video, saying about the multitasking, multi-processor, and of course it is ready for Flash enabled websites. So one of the big digs they're having at Apple is that it is Flash ready. Now the specs on the PlayBook, let me run through those for you now. Well, the PlayBook has a 7-inch LCD display running at 1024 by 600 resolution, so that's obviously a little bit smaller than the Apple iPad. Now my thoughts on this are that the Apple iPad is a fantastic device, absolutely superb, but it is a little bit too big to carry around all the time. Now we've got the Samsung Galaxy Tab coming out next month, which has also got a 7-inch display, and it seems like the BlackBerry PlayBook is going along with this slightly smaller form factor as well. This sort of size is going to be similar to the Amazon Kindle at the moment, and that easily fits into a small bag or a large pocket. So being 7 inches, I think it's going to be a lot more user friendly and get taken a lot more places. I certainly would appreciate a smaller tablet device. Now it measures just 130mm by 194mm by 10mm, so nice compact design, nice and thin as well. Weighs just 0.9 pounds, 400 grams, so good again, nice and light. One of the things I did mention with the iPad in some of my previous coverage is that if you're reading the iPad and you're holding it up sort of, just to read a book, it can get quite heavy after sort of 20-30 minutes. You're sort of fed up with holding it at this level. So being under a pound in weight, very good. It's got built-in micro USB, so a standard connector for charging it and synchronizing it. The touchscreen is capacitive, and it's also got wireless 802.11n built in, as well as A, B and G compatibility as well. Now when it comes to browsing, I mentioned this a minute ago, it does have games, media and apps through a store, and it also offers full Adobe Flash 10.1 support, as well as built-in support for the new HTML5 websites as well. So this will be great for looking at all of those Flash-based websites. Now it runs BlackBerry's new tablet OS, so that will be something very interesting to look at. On-screen keyboard and multitasking built in, so again, nice that they built in multitasking from the offset. It also allows for video conferencing. Now we all know how Apple have been singing and dancing about their FaceTime on the iPhone 4 and the new 4th Gen iPod Touch. Well, BlackBerry have brought video conferencing to their BlackBerry PlayBook with stereo sound, and they're quoting a crystal clear HD display. So I'm assuming it's a nice camera for the front facing camera, and great that we're going to be able to do video conferencing on a device like this. Now they're claiming that the forward facing camera is a 3 megapixel camera, so that's a higher resolution than the one in the iPhone 4 and also in the iPod Touch. The rear facing camera is a 5 megapixel offering, so that's really good. And for media playback and video calling, they're quoting codec support for making this a superior experience. Excuse me there a minute, I was just reading that off the screen. So they're saying that we're going to have a nice rich video calling experience on the device. Playback of video, 1080p support, H.264, MPEG-4, WMV, It's also got an HDMI video output as well, so you can connect this to your LCD TV. Micro USB, micro HDMI and DLNA media streaming. So if you've got a DLNA capable device, such as a PS3 perhaps, you can stream the content from the PlayBook via a DLNA capable device. So really, really good. Now they're also quoting some BlackBerry Essentials on their website, which basically enables you to pair your BlackBerry PlayBook with a BlackBerry smartphone via Bluetooth, and then you can synchronize the two devices nicely. They play nicely together. It's also got push technology, email, calendar, tasks, documents and a lot more. So great set of features there. Speed, they are quoting a 1 GHz dual core processor. So instead of the 1 GHz A4 chip that we got in the Apple iPad, we've got a dual core processor and 1 GB of RAM. That is absolutely amazing. So it's got some really beefed up processing power in the PlayBook. As I'm reading through this, it's sounding as though this could well outperform an iPad. Now, where the iPad really excels is obviously in the apps. There are, as you know, thousands of apps available for the iPad. Well, they're announcing a really good development environment for this using their new BlackBerry tablet OS. It supports a lot of different apps, including WebKit and Adobe Flash, Java and Adobe Mobile Air. So it should be a lot easier for app developers to get their apps onto the PlayBook. Now I'm hoping they do a really good job on their BlackBerry app world and bring all of the apps that we really need over to this new device. Now I know there are thousands of apps available for the iPad, but how many do you really use? I mean, I find myself using the same sort of 6 to 12 apps day in, day out. Of course I delve into new ones now and again to try them out, but it is those main core apps that I use all the time, and as long as they come over to the PlayBook, I can see that they've really got a winner on their hands. They're also quoting that it's CIO and enterprise ready, which means out of the box compatibility with BlackBerry Enterprise Server. So this is great news for people who already use BlackBerry mobile phones and really need this enterprise compatibility. What else have we got listed here? Seamless pairing for secure window into your BlackBerry smartphone. So they're saying that once it's paired, it's a secure connection between the two. 3G access via existing BlackBerry smartphone service plan. So I'm assuming that once paired, you can use the service plan that you've got on your existing BlackBerry smartphone to use for data connection with the BlackBerry PlayBook. Corporate data access and secure and manageable are the last two comments there on the specs that BlackBerry have posted to their website. So the BlackBerry PlayBook looks like an absolutely fantastic device. I'm certainly very keen to get my hands on one and to try this out. I will be, just as a side note, bringing you a review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab as well. So I'm hoping to bring you that during October sometime. As soon as this BlackBerry PlayBook comes out, I will bring you a review of this as well. So do I think it's going to beat the iPad? Well, it's hard to say, because these tablet devices, although the iPad has really taken off with regards to the number of sales, it's really hard to ascertain whether they're going to stay at the forefront of people's technology use. But for me, I would love to get hold of one of the new 7-inch devices, either the Tab or this PlayBook, and really just see if I can use it on a day-to-day basis without having to take my laptop with me. So for now, thanks very much for watching. I'd be really happy to hear your comments on what you think about the BlackBerry PlayBook on the comments of this video. Until next time, have a great day.